So as you can see in our models where we are detecting the brain tumors and the lung cancers, wherein we have achieved the accuracy with the data, refined data which we have applied to our AI models. We have reached the accuracy to 99%. And so the model is now like working fine, and it's been validated, and the pilot study is going on for that.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another XDC MENA podcast, where we talk about blockchain, projects, innovation, technology, and of course, XDC Network. I am Rebecca Dawson, XDC Network Lead of Ecosystem Development, and your host. And today, I'm very delighted to have Sheetal Chand, the founder and chief scientist of Shealth.AI. She is on a mission to make health diagnostics faster, cheaper, and smarter through AI-driven tools. Shital, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, Rebecca, and it is my pleasure, and thank you very much.
Likewise. So, Shital, can you do an introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so I hold an experience of around 22 years in healthcare, which is like from molecular biology to research in oncology, genetics, and like my post graduation in microbiology and biotechnology, with having my uh, PhD in oncology for new test development for early screening of cancer. So during all this process of 20 years in healthcare has eventually got me here working for artificial intelligence, wherein I got my degree from Harvard for artificial intelligence. And considering just to reach out the people, uh, the society, serving them the best diagnosis, Shealth came into existence.
A very great career history, and I'm very glad to have a medical expert in one of our podcasts. So, let's talk about Shealth, your project. So, it revolutionizes the health diagnostics through AI. So, can you tell us what gap have you seen in the market? And also, if you can tell us what are the core problems that Shealth is trying to solve?
Yeah, so Rebecca, like when we started working on our AI models, we started collecting data for it. So, what is required is the data. So, data as we got into it and we worked on it, we were not able to get into the accuracy levels, the expected accuracy level. So we started digging into it, like what exactly would be the issues, and then it we realized that it was the data, specifically the images, the MRI scans, the CT scans, the X-rays, which we were working for our AI models, were like they were unstructured, fragmented data, which what we received. So once this issue, what we understood, we thought that this is something which has to be first taken care of. And so we started our platform, like curating the data, processing it to give the highest quality data in hand, which can be able to put into the AI model, where the highest AI algorithms, the advanced algorithms would be like bounded to it to give the highest accuracy of more than 99% to our model. And so we started Data Refinery, which is our platform for curating the data. So as you can see in our models where we are detecting the brain tumors and the lung cancers, wherein we have achieved the accuracy with the data, refined data which we have applied to our AI models, we have reached the data, accuracy to 99%. And so the model is now like working fine, and it's been validated, and the pilot study is going on for that.
Very interesting. So, the real innovation here is not just AI, but how you transform this chaotic medical data into something clean and very useful. So you touched the point about data refineries. So can you walk us through how this thing works?
The data what we receive is like completely in all different forms, right from spreadsheets to PDFs to handwritten notes, and specifically the images what we receive is like they are completely unstructured, fragmented, and so it becomes very important that this data needs to be curated. And not only it's that fragmented and all, and it is not coming from just one area, it is coming like it has a diverse data set from varying from like different geographies and systems. We are cleaning the data by removing the noise, correcting errors, and by detecting anomalies. Also, it is segregated into the text based and image based. So, this both they combine together to give a holistic approach, which helps us to achieve that highest accuracy of above 99%. So at the end of the process, we have the well-structured data set what is available with us, which we are using for our AI model. And what we achieve, the well-curated data, which is obtained from Shealth.AI, which sets us apart from the other companies. Shell has been working on multiple pilot studies with different disease classification. Now, here is a glimpse of our top 3 pilot models. Let me start with pilot study 1, which explored brain tumor detection using MRI scans. We have trained our model on over 7,000 images spanning 4 tumor classes: the pituitary, meningioma, glioma, and no tumor. And the results what we have achieved are really exciting. We hit a training accuracy of 99.89%, and when tested on new data, it held strong at nearly 98%. What stood out most was how precisely it could identify meningioma with an F1 score of 1 and glioma close behind at 0.99. That kind of precision gives us real confidence in its clinical potential. Now, talking about our second pilot study, wherein we moved into the realm of chest x rays. Here, we used a convex model and applied a thorough pre processing pipeline, which include grayscale conversion, Clay enhancement, and normalization. The model went on to achieve 96% accuracy and an average AUC of 0.943. It can handle 15 different disease classes and really shone when detecting hernia with a 97% accuracy rate. It was really rewarding to see such a strong multi-class performance from a single model. And now, talking finally on the pilot study 3, our work in dermatology. Herein, we have trained a sequential mobile net V2 model over 100 epochs, and the outcome was 94% accuracy with an AUC of 0.903. This model could distinguish among seven skin conditions, which included melanocytic nevi, basal cell carcinoma, and different melanomas. It performed best on vascular lesions with an accuracy of 95%. In all this, what I personally found striking was how well it could tell apart lesions that look very identical to the human eye. Altogether, these models highlight how tailored domain specific AI can meaningfully support clinicians in three different fields. That is from brain imaging to chest x rays to skin diagnostics. We have built tools that are precise, scalable, and grounded in the real world data sets. Thanks for being with us through this journey. We are excited about where this work is headed, and we hope it sparked your curiosity too. Thank you.
So yeah, so Shealth AI is really doing the heavy lifting in cleaning these medical records from all of the sources. Now, Shital, changing the topic a bit, health industry is undergoing a shift due to AI. So, what is the roadmap of Shealth AI, both strategically and globally?
So, in the coming years, probably we would like to validate our AI model with clinics, hospitals, maybe around 200, 400 bedded hospitals, and have a pilot study with them. This is our like a short term plan for the next 1 2 years. So what we are seeing, even we are trying to grow our data set models by like longitudinal real time insights, wherein we plan to get the data sets from the wearable technology and have a better, diverse data set with us. So our long-term plans would be like our transition from diagnostics to predictive healthcare, wherein we plan to license our model with pharmaceutical companies, with institutions, with the government authorities. So at the end, like we want to comply our AI model with a globally scalable platform, which will definitely will be in align with the data protection laws like HIPAA.
All right, great. Love that you are having both short term and long term plans. Now, let's talk about privacy because medical data is very critical and very sensitive. Shealth AI monetizes through data licensing and platform sales. So, how do you balance profitability and also with patient privacy?
Data privacy plays a very important role for us. So what we once the data whatever is received to us, it generally like what we ask for it is the anonymized data. Anonymized data once we receive, it is then relabeled and a unique identification is given to it, so that it becomes difficult even to backtrack that data. So this is kind of a level of privacy we are maintaining in Shelf. And once this data is there with us, it is kept in our private cloud. So it is safe, it is away from the data breach, and then it going for curating and then used for our AI model. So secondly, we license our product. We are not selling our raw data. We are just selling our insights and the diagnosis. So our clients only receive the aggregated information that helps to make better decisions. And for us, building trust in healthcare ecosystems is like more and more important than those quick profits.
So it's very reassuring that Shealth is putting privacy first. Shealth AI pilot studies have achieved remarkable accuracy. Beyond that, how do you make sure that the diagnostics are accessible to other hospitals that has limited access?
While achieving this highest diagnostic accuracy, our broader vision is to make this technology accessible to everyone, like especially the people who need the most. and areas, the remote areas, the underserved areas where the radiologist or the pathologist or the doctors are like it's difficult to access those the best quality medical team over there. So I feel Shealth AI has to touch towards those areas, what we feel. And we can fill that gap by helping the doctors and the medical professionals to make more informed decisions and assist on AI. Moreover, also in countries like UK, Canada, where the waiting times for diagnosis like crosses months. So Shealth AI can be like dramatically speed up the process by its prompt diagnosis, and also looking at the data for tech alliances and licensing approaches that would simplify using our technologies for smaller clinics and also to resource constrained hospitals all over.
All right. So making AI accessible for smaller clinics is a very important move. It opens doors to the underserved communities. Now, where do you see the AI driven diagnostics in 10 years from now? And how do you position yourself?
So, like 10 years from now, I believe like AI in diagnostics, especially Shealth, would be like embedded in the workflow of in the hospitals, in the clinics. It should be like completely into the clinical workflow, and he- just not assisting doctors but also the administrative staff and the overall output which is required for the best of the diagnosing. Shealth AI would be placed there, and I feel like now we are detecting diseases when its symptoms appear to us. But I feel with Shealth, we can predict them before even they are manifested. So, Shealth AI will play this central role in healthcare during this transition. It will be like helpful in being reactive to being preventive, and we aim to be the data intelligence layer behind healthcare's most critical decision. And our vision is that every patient scan in future will be reviewed by an AI and a human touch, which will be like helping to get the best output for the patients.
Yeah, that's a very powerful vision that you see for the future. And yes, I think clean and reliable data is the key to making that future possible. And yes, for hospitals or investors that got inspired to your mission or to your vision, how can they get involved with Shelf AI?
So, AI will shift healthcare from being reactive to being preventive, and Shealth AI would play a central role in this transition. And our vision is that every patient scan in future will have a human touch and AI driven model with it for the best diagnosis, and working which will be working hand in hand. And well, we'll be the ones making sure that AI has the most cleanest, reliable data possible to work with.
All right, that's a very powerful vision that you see for healthcare. And indeed, a clean and reliable data is the key to making that future possible. So, Shital, for any hospitals or investors that are touched with your mission or vision, how will they get involved to Shelf AI?
Yeah, surely. Like if we have to go globally, definitely we look forward for collaborators and partnerships. And this would basically come from the pharmas, the government institutes, and the legal authorities. We're looking forward for collaboration and partnerships with hospitals, with clinics, and with institutions, with pharma companies. So, this is the goal, like it should be an impactful, scalable, and ethical healthcare tie up between us. And this movement will be aimed in making diagnosis quicker, accurate, and more widely available globally.
All right, it's great to hear that you're building partnerships, not just looking out there for clients. So, Shital, thank you so much for your time. And before we end the podcast, do you have any final message to the community members?
Yeah, I would love to, like, everyone should visit our website and log into Shell.AI, and wherein you will get all the details regarding Shealth, and do visit us. Also, we have the beta Shealth AI with us, the beta version. You can just click into it, have a look at it, try, and we would be glad if you we get to know the feedback on it.
For the viewers out there, if you want to try Shealth.AI, don't worry. All the links will be placed under the video description. So, Shital, thank you so much again for
Thank
your
you,
time and being
Rebecca.
part of the podcast.
Thank you so much, Rebecca.
And for anyone of you who wants to know more about XDC Network, please go to zinfin.org. Or if you have any questions, please participate to our forum by going to xdc.tip. So keep exploring, keep learning until the next episode.